Hi children, in our previous class I have explained about motion. Different kinds of motion you have learned, and also you know now that motion is a relative term, isn't it? So relative, I hope all of you understood the term relative, isn't it? For a particular thing, you may be the moving object can be the same object can be at a time moving as well as can said to be at rest also. That is what relative. So that I have explained in my previous session. Now let us discuss some important terms related with motion today. So the main terms today I have to discuss is distance and displacement. Okay. So this what is meant by distance and what is meant by displacement. Now I am going to explain today. So children, suppose you are going to market. From your home you have to go to market, visit the market. Okay. So you have to purchase some vegetables from the market. So you are leaving home, and then you can follow different routes to reach the market. Okay. So suppose you leave the home, and while going on the way you wish to meet your friend. Okay. So while going you go first you visit your friend's house and then go to market. From there you can go to market, or other ways you can directly go to the market, isn't it? So different ways, different routes you can follow to reach the market. So that from that this example we will learn the difference between the distance and displacement. Okay. So keep in mind this example and listen carefully and watch the video. Okay. The example which I explained now, I have shown here by using picture. Here you can see this is your home. Okay. I represent this as your home, and you have to reach this market. Here I have drawn the marketplace. Okay. So from home you have to go to the market to purchase some vegetables. So you are leaving the home. First you have to pick your friend from his home. So you are going to meet your friend, call your friend. Okay, pick your friend from his house. So here 2 kilometers you have to go to reach your friend's house. Then from your friend's house you are going to the market. Their market from friend's house, the distance to the market is 1.5 kilometer. Okay, so 2 kilometer first you are going to your friend's house, and then from there 1.5 kilometer you have to travel to reach the market. If you are going straight way, here you can see the market, you can also go in a straight path from home directly to the market. Then you have to move 2.5 kilometer to reach the market. So here what I have mentioned here is 2 kilometer. So here friend's house to market 1.5 kilometers. These all represent the distance between the home and here 2 kilometer. This 2 kilometer is the distance of your friend's house from your home. So distance between your home and friend's house is 2 kilometer. Okay, and here also you can see. So what is meant by distance? The total path covered by the person is called the distance travelled. So here you can see the path, length of this path from here to here. The length of this path he covered is called the distance. So the distance between home to friend's house, your home to friend's house means the path covered by you to reach your friend's house, that is 2 kilometer. Okay, so you move the path covered by you from your friend's house to reach the market is the length of the path covered is 1.5 kilometer. That is called the distance between friend's house and the market. Okay. So the path covered by the person to reach a particular position is called the distance traveled by him. Okay. So distance traveled is the length of the path covered by the person, the moving object. Not only the person, any object which moves. The length of the total length of the path covered is known as distance covered by the moving object. Okay. So here you can see the home. So from home he moved friend's house, again market. So to reach the market, how much distance he covered? So first he covered 2 kilometers to reach the friend's house. Then he covered. So total distance he covered is 2 kilometers plus 1.5, 3.5 kilometers he covered. The distance covered is 3.5 kilometers. The total length of the path he covered is 2 kilometers plus 1.5 kilometers. That is to reach the market. So 3.5 kilometers he covered, the path he covered, isn't it? That is known as distance traveled by him to reach the market. Okay. Now if we go straight way, okay, the straight line path he covered is known as displacement. Okay. So the displacement is the straight line path he covered. Okay. If we go straight way, that is the shortest distance covered by him to reach. Okay, the straight line path will be the shortest distance he has to travel, or the moving object to travel. Shortest distance is straight line distance. That is, here it is 2.5 kilometers. This distance is called the displacement. So displacement means the shortest distance traveled. The initial to final, the straight line path is the displacement, and the total length of the path he covered is called the distance traveled. Okay. And here also the distance traveled, if the person moves in the straight line alone, then the distance traveled and displacement both will be the same. Okay. So distance traveled is the total length of the path he covered and or the object covered, and the displacement is the straight line path the object moved. Or it is the shortest distance traveled by the object. Okay. And displacement only shows the final, and the difference also can be calculated by the difference between the final position and initial position of the object. Okay. And displacement is the difference between the final position and the initial position of the object also will be the displacement. So children, so the difference between distance and displacement is, distance is the total length of the path covered by the moving object, and displacement is the straight line distance or the shortest distance traveled by the moving object. That is called displacement. So in this example, distance traveled, if he travels, my friends place here 2 kilometer plus 1.5, 3.5 kilometer is the distance traveled by the child, and here if going from straight to here 2.5 kilometer is the displacement of the person. Okay. So this distance and displacement is the difference. And also the distance traveled, here I have drawn another diagram here. An object is moving from A to B, then it moves from B to C. First it moves from A to B, and then it moves from B to C. Again it comes back to A. So while moving from A to B, the path covered, the length of the path covered is 10 meters. And the length of the path covered while it moving from B to C is 8 meters. The length of the path covered by moving C to A is 15 meter. C to A, 15 meter. So, let us find what is the distance covered by the object to move from A to B. Yes, the length of the path is covered, that is 10 meter. So, to move it from A to B, the object covers a distance 10 meter. So, while moving from B to C, it covers a distance of 8 meter. Then, what is the distance covered by the object to move from A to C through B? So, from A to C through B. While crossing B, how much distance it travels? Yes. Then what we have to do? We have to add both these distances. Okay. So, first it goes to A to B. So, 10 meter. Then B to C, 8 meter. So, 10 plus 8. So, to reach at C through B, it covers a distance of 10 plus 8, 18 meter. Okay. And what is the displacement of the object? Yes, that is AC. AC is 15 meter. So, displacement is 15 meter and distance covered when the object passes through B is 18 meters. Now, you can see the distance traveled is greater than the displacement. Okay. So, it passes 10 plus 8, 18. Here it is 15 only. So, the displacement can be less than the distance traveled or can be equal. When it will be equal, if the person moves straight away from A to C, then the object moves straight in a straight path A to C, then displacement and distance will be equal. Okay. So, the distance covered in this case is from A to C through B, it is 18 meter, displacement is 15 centimeter. Now, let us consider the object from A, it travels to B, then C, again come back to C. Then what will be the distance and displacement? So, the distance means A to B first, then B to C, then C to A, he moves there. So, A to B it is 10, 10 plus 8, 18, 18 plus 15, 33, isn't it? 18 plus 15, 33 meter distance it covers. The object covers 33 meter, that is 10 plus 8 plus 15 meters, that is 33 meter it covers. Okay. And then, what about the displacement? As its initial and final position both are same, it reaches finally at A itself, both the positions are same, the displacement will be 0. If an object starts from a point and come back to the same position, then the displacement will be 0. The difference between final and initial position is 0. The same position it reaches, isn't it? So, the displacement is 0. So, if an object moves from a point, from a position and finally come back to the same position, then the displacement is 0. Distance can be the sum of all the length of the path it covered. That is distance. Here 33 meter is distance and displacement is 0. So, this is how the displacement and distance to be calculated, and the next we will continue in the next class today. For today this much only, and the next class we will be continuing with give more examples. Till then, bye.